Hey fans, it's me Aaron for a comic show. I'm getting really excited for San Diego Comic-Con, planning my whole week there. The Conan O'Brien live tapings with those crazy pops. I saw like him as a Predator pop. It was just ridiculous. Him as Hellboy pop. Setting up panels and interviews and stuff. I'm gonna be covering all that there for bleedingcool.com. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time, and I'll take lots of pictures and maybe even some video. And I'll write some articles for Bleeding Cool because, you know, they're getting me in, you know. Yeah, I could get in as a comic shop, but they're getting me in, so thanks, guys. The biggest thing for this week was an utter shock. Robert Kirkman, you know, from Walking Dead, did a new book. #1's out this week. It's called Die, Die, Die. Chris Burnham on art, so an A-list artist, did Nameless with Grant Morrison, did Batman with Grant Morrison, is working with Kirkman now, and also this dude that was a showrunner, or is a showrunner of The Walking Dead. I don't pay attention to showrunners, but Scott M. Gimple, and that's cool, you know, a little pedigree there. But here's the thing, they never solicited this. They never put it in previews. It was never on Bleeding Cool. It was never on any of the comic book news sites. And it wasn't even necessarily on our invoice. We didn't order this. I didn't order this as a retailer. It was on my invoice last week as a ton of copies. Let's say a ton of copies. And it said, retailer, thank you, free, and image. The only data I had on it was image. Okay, whatever. Figured it was going to be like some type of ads or maybe like a preview book or a catalog type of thing. No. Robert Kirkman is like, I'm going to inception this comic in here. It's the only way you'd know about this comic is if Sleepwalker told you about it in your dreams. I say Sleepwalker because Kirkman loves Sleepwalker. But anyway, the book was insane. It has 10 covers too. Like this one, they have different dialogue boxes. I'm not a fan of violence. A fan made of violence sounds awesome. I'm Paul. I'm Nate. I'm drunk. And oh, these guys bled all over the place. How rude of them. This book, Kirkman wanted the surprise and just that sense of wonder of a comic shop, not my comic shop, but any comic shop where you walk in and you don't know what the hell is going to be on the shelves. Because you don't know. There was no catalog back 20 years ago, 30 years, 40. Okay, I'm 40. There was no catalog 40-esque years ago. There might have been, but only the retailer had it. He didn't sell it to us or show it to us. So every time we walk in, there would be like, OMG, what the hell is this? Let me flip through this. This is awesome. But now we know everything that's coming before it's even solicited. And yeah, some of the magic's gone. Okay, let me tell you about the book. The book, it's crazy hot speculator crap with that. You know, get it, it might go up in value. It was matched to Oblivion Song #1. That's how Kirkman knew how much to give us. And it's she's basically like Hillary Clinton. It's not political. Let me stop and tell you, this is not political. It might not even be satire. It's fun, though. It's fun. It's hyper-violent. You know how people are like, oh, Guillory, oh, she has people killed. She has people murdered all the time. Someone did this, and look at this Democratic agent is dead. Oh, was he going to expose something? You know, I ridicule conspiracy theory stuff because, you know, screw it. Prove it or not, I don't care. I don't care, but here's the funny thing. She's a senator. And she actually is ordering people killed. Random people killed. Like random people in the chain of people. Not the highest person. Like this person might go to jail. This person, they might fake a suicide after he's discredited. This person gets a happy ending, which causes that. Oh, and this person gets killed. This person has to get killed for this whole thing to happen. And she has agents. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but they're agents, double agents, triple agents, and it's a raucous good time. It feels a lot like a Mark Millar book, not necessarily Secret Service in America, but I don't know. I enjoyed the first issue. I think Kirkman's doing something fun and new for him, and I liked it. Moving on to Farmhand. Farmhand #1, here's the standard cover. This is the standard cover. It's fine. Rob Guillory, you know him from Chew, and this is very Chew-esque. And you know Chew #1, skyrocketed in value. It's very quirky, and this is very strange too. It's the same type of dark humor horror, more horror than Chew, but Chew had some horror stuff. This is a dude that can grow organs for transplant, grow limbs for transplant. It's weird. No, those aren't zombies. Those are limbs he's growing. How? Why? Is it magic? Is it science? Is it Satan? I don't freaking know with the first issue, but it's neat and it's fun and it's funny and it's the kind of dark humor I enjoy. And he has this little seasonal harvest calendar for when all the other issues are coming out. And we at a comic shop, since we have good tastes and we like good things, have our own exclusive cover. See, that's our logo there. Jesse James Comics was kind enough to share this with us, so we only had to order 250 copies instead of 500. Thank you, Jesse James. He's already sold all his copies, so he doesn't need your support on this specifically, but look him up. He has hundreds of exclusive covers, great art, great Power Ranger stuff. Anyway, enough about him. I still have at least 100 copies to sell, so go to my eBay, buy it. I'm selling it for $10, free shipping. So you're getting it reasonably close to the $4 price point if you buy it. And you know, if it becomes a hit, if it gets options, which it probably will, like Chew, it would be, you know, a sought after, rare, low print run first issue, and this would be even rarer, way freaking rarer. And finally for Image, Outpost Zero, Sean McKeever. Where the hell has he been? I haven't seen this guy for like a decade. I hung out with him once at SuperCon in Miami. Cool guy, loved his The Waiting Place 20 years ago. It was about, you know, high school kids, teens that were in a podunk town and just waiting around for the life to start. The life never starts, they never leave. Their life sucks. Kind of like an alternate reality where I never moved out of Vero Beach instead of being a big shot here in Orlando. Whatever, but anyway, Outpost Zero, similar themes, except these teenagers can't freaking leave because they're on a space outpost. So think 90s, slacker, reality bites, our life sucks, we need to move out of this town, but they can't because they're on a freaking space outpost. So it's also a lot like Stranger Things on a space outpost, or the Goonies in space. So there's a lot this has going for it. This guy is a great writer, and I don't know what he's been doing, but he's back, and it's a Skybound book, so you know Robert Kirkman's behind it. Moving on, Amazing Spider-Man #1's out with Nick Spencer and Ryan Ottley. Ryan Ottley is the artist from Invincible. The art is impeccable in this issue. So much fun, so much energy, fluidity. He's the perfect guy for Spider-Man. And Nick Spencer, look, I know he made Cap Hydra, and I know that book wasn't very well received, but he is a great humor writer. He's done a lot of great stuff like The Fix, like for Spider-Man specifically, The Deadly Foes of Spider-Man, which some of those characters are in here. And this is a Spider-Man that is totally Parker Luck down and out. Like more bad shit happens to him, and then more bad shit happens to him, and then more bad shit happens to him. And when you think back to Dan Slott's run, which was awesome, like I love Dan Slott's run, but there was times where he was on top of the world. That's not here. And there was times where things fell apart, but he still had some kind of equilibrium. That's not here. And it picks up on plot points from Dan Slott's thing that totally screws up everything about Peter Parker's life, including his most personal relationships. And it is a train wreck that I couldn't take my eyes off of. I really enjoyed it. And then at the end, it gives you a little ray of hope, a little bit of, well, everything in Peter Parker's life is a huge open toilet bowl, but at least he can go home to, I'll leave it at that. It was cool. I liked it. I'm excited for it. Give it a shot. Give it the first issue. It was awesome, and we'll be giving it out for some kind of discount in our store. It's a $6 cover because it's like double sized. We'll probably be selling it for $4 in here, so you know, whatever. And X-23 #1 is out. This I really enjoyed. I like the character. Didn't really talk much about All New Wolverine that often. I really like this. It set her up versus the Cuckoos. And if you think about the Cuckoos, they were 5 clones, and she is a clone with clone sisters, and they both have dead clone sisters. and they're on a collision course. And I really, really am intrigued by this, way more than I thought I would be. It picks up a whole lot of Grant Morrison's plot threads from New X-Men, and I enjoyed it. If you ever liked Laura, Character X-23 in any incarnation, give this a shot. Moving on to DC, Superman #1 is their biggest book of the day. You have these 3 covers. You have Mac, Hughes, and the regular cover with Reese. And Bendis was, I liked his Man of Steel. He did some things that some people found questionable, but he always does. What I really enjoyed about this was just his take on Clark, Superman's personality, how he deals with people, how he deals with situations, how he is always, his attention is always divided. He's like attention deficit, hyperactive superpower disorder. But it had a jarring ending. I wasn't sure if I was missing a page there. Something happened toward the end that is ridiculous, but I'm enjoying Superman. I'm giving him a long rope on this. Like I said, I enjoyed Man of Steel. There was a few parts of it that I can see why some people got upset, but you know, he set some things right, set some things new in this issue, and I enjoyed it. Flash 50, look at this insanity cover. This is the finale of Flash Wars, and I'm telling you, if you're a longtime Flash fan, you will gasp and shout for joy at the end of this issue. I can't tell you more than that, but it is absolutely satisfying. Titans, this is the first part of the new Titans run after that special. It's issue 23, but it's the new team. This is a cool cover. I think we only have this cover in my store because it looked better, so I just ordered this one. And if you were interested in the special, by all means, continue. And then finally, I love this book, Hawkman. I love Rob Vendetti's writing on obviously Green Lantern, which my favorite character. I've liked him on everything he's done, but Hawkman's a character that I didn't come into liking. You know, it is cool. He was on the JSA. He's cool on the Justice League, but he's kind of like a foil for other characters to bounce off of, and his continuity is a total mess of all reincarnations and reboots and nonsense, and this strings it all together in a rich tapestry that doesn't just include everything we've seen before and Thanagar, but also Krypton, Ran, multiversal reincarnations of him all throughout, and a purpose. What is his purpose? What is coming? And second issue built on the first in such a good way. And look at this ridiculous cover. It's like some kind of nutty Frazetta craziness. I like it. It's like he's freaking Conan with wings. Perfect. You know, fight a dragon. Go on. Go on with your bad self, Hawkman. So anyway, that's the week that is. Make sure you get Die before your store sells out. Try Farmhand, get this cover at your store, or go to the eBay link and get my cover, and have fun. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.